Good afternoon, everyone. Today is August 28, 2021. I'm with the Summer History Program with the University of Florida. My name is Eric Mandojano. May you explain your name and the relationship to the victim?
My name's Laura Serna. I'm from Bakersfield, California. The victim's my father, Francisco Serna, who was murdered by Bakersfield Police Department on December 12th, 2016.
May you explain who he was as a father or like just a person?
Well, you know, he was a father of 5, grandfather of 14. He was retired, just starting to enjoy, retirement with my mother at home and, visiting grandkids because we all live within a couple miles of each other. And, he suddenly came down with dementia. And a few months later, say in December, prior to his death, he had dementia and it was being treated, but then, he started to decline again. And so he went outside one evening and he had a crucifix in his hand. A neighbor saw him and claimed he was waving a hand revolver gun. She called 911, said a man with the gun, and they basically, Bakersfield Police Department came out to kill. They didn't investigate fully. My dad also spoke Spanish. They didn't provide Spanish language to him for, when the scene was going on. And so, I'm just here because we need justice in Bakersfield. Bakersfield in Kern County is like one of the biggest sheriffs, and Bakersfield PD kill a big number of people per capita compared to, our larger cities. And so...
May you explain about his absence in the community or the family?
It's just everybody misses him. We don't have our patriarch anymore. My mother's alone. My mother feels so alone. There's 5 children and all the grandchildren. We just miss his laughter, his jokes. He was playful and told a lot of jokes and liked to tell stories, and we all like to listen and just laugh. And so that's very missed. And, just seeing my mom at the end of, close to the end of her life alone is just not fair because, they always plan to end their, together forever, kind of thing, so.
And so there wasn't any accountability or like?
No, the DA ruled that the Bakersfield Police Department was acting justifiable because, they feared for their life, and my father wouldn't take his hands out of his pocket. And, completely unfair because we don't know if he could hear at the time or if he even understood their English commands. Because, with the dementia, he was speaking more Spanish than he was, English those last few months,
And so, you guys have any last words or final things you want your voice to be heard for?
Well, I just want to say, my dad told me when I was about 8 years old that I was going to do something important, and I think that this is my calling. I need to advocate for families and victims of police brutality and murder, and I think that we need to take care of ourselves because we still have children and lives that we have to continue to live. So, we need to be recognized as victims. I know California doesn't recognize us as victims. I asked the police department for services that morning after my dad was dead. I was expected to pick up my life and go to work like normal. My kids were going to go to school like normal. I said, no, I need some help. What can I do? They said, no, you're not considered a victim. And so that just always stuck with me, and I think that if we are recognized as victims, and we should be entitled to like therapy or some kind of something to deal with this trauma that we have to live with and try to maintain a normal life. So, that's all. Thank you very much.
We appreciate thank you for sharing your voice and your community. That's really it, and I'm so grateful for it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.